Amitabha sadhana. In the space in front appears the Guru in the form of Amitabha, surrounded by inconceivable retinue of bodhisattvas. Namo. To the three jewels and the three roots, the places of protection, I go for refuge. In order to establish all beings in Buddhahood, I give rise to the mind set on supreme awakening. Namo. To the three jewels and the three roots, the places of protection, I go for refuge. In order to establish all beings in Buddhahood, I give rise to the mind set on supreme awakening. Namo. To the three jewels and the three roots, the places of protection, I go for refuge. In order to establish all beings in Buddhahood, I give rise to the mind set on supreme awakening. With sincere faith, I pay homage to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas abiding in the 10 directions at 3 times. I offer flowers, incense, lamps, fragrances, food, music, and the like, actually arranged and mentally created. Supreme Gathering, please accept them. I confess all evil deeds, the 10 non-virtues, and the 5 acts without interval that I have committed, overpowered by mental afflictions, since beginningless time until now. I rejoice in the merit, all the virtues accumulated in the 3 times by the Shravakas, Pratika Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, ordinary beings, and the like. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma of the greater and lesser vehicles and the teachings common to both, according to the aspiration and diverse mental capacities of sentient beings. Until samsara is emptied, do not pass into nirvana, but compassionately look upon sentient beings drowning in the ocean of suffering. May all the merit I have accumulated become the cause of awakening, and may I soon become a glorious guide of beings. The field of accumulation dissolve into me. That the mind of the 4 immeasurables has arisen within the mind stream of myself and all sentient beings. May all sentient beings of happiness, may they be free from all suffering, may they never be separate from happiness, may they abide in great equanimity. Appearance and existence, all phenomena of samsara and nirvana are empty by nature. Not realizing this, how afflicted are deluded beings in samsara. My own awareness appears as a white tree, the manifestation of unified emptiness, clarity, and compassion. The tree transformed into myself, appearing as Chenrezig, seated upon a cushion of lotus and moon. I have 1 face and 4 arms. 2 are joined at the heart, and the other 2 hold the lotus and garlands. Peaceful and with loving countenance, I am dressed in the garments of a Sambhogakaya Buddha. Sitting in cross-legs posture, my lower body is enfolded in a lotus. In the space in front, upon a seat of lotus and moon, appears a red tree gleaming with light. The light radiates, pleasing the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions and gathering their knowledge, love, and power. The light then dissolves back into the tree. Again, light rays radiate to the 6 realms. purifying the karmic visions, self-grasping and habitual imprints of sentient beings. The light gathered back and the Sri transformed into the supreme protector of beings, Buddha Amitabha. He is bright red with a mountain of rubies, with one face and two arms in equipoise mudra holding a begging bowl. He is garbed in the three Dharma robes and sits in cross-legged posture. Ceaselessly looking upon being with eyes of compassion, he appears as a great embodiment of all Buddhas. On his right is a noble supreme Chenrezig with one face and two arms holding a white lotus. With the left hand, white and adorned with jewels, he stands upright. To the left of the Lord is a Bodhisattva Vajrapani with one face and two arms holding a Vajra in his left hand. Blue and adorned with jewels, he stands upright. They are surrounded by an assembly of bodhisattvas. The three places of the principal Lord are marked with the three syllables. From the syllables, white, red, and blue light radiates to the 10 directions, and in particular to the pure land of Sukhavati, invoking the heart pledge of Amitabha and his retinue, who then instantly appear in this place. In the great bliss sphere of my own primordially pure awareness abides Amitabha in retinue as a naturally present innate radiance. From the beginning, the Samaya being and wisdom being are one. Yet your form manifests from the expanse of great love and compassion in accordance with the mental inclinations of beings. Following your heart pledge, please come here to this place and be seated indivisibly from the mandala of the Samaya being. Om Amitabha Varivana Vajra Samaya Jahum Bam Ho Samaya Tishtali. Ram Yam Kam Om Ahum Om Ahum Om Ahum Om Savavi Pura Pura Sura Sura Avate Vyeva Svaha Om Savavi Pura Pura Sura Suru Avrate Biesvaha Om Savavi Pura Pura Sura Sura Avrate Biesvaha Om Vajrasparanakam. Shri, I offer these, water endowed with 8 attributes with the nature of generosity, to the mouths of the victorious ones. May there be perfect fortune for all beings. I offer this food cleansing water, clear, cool, pristine, and exquisite, with the nature of morality, to the feet of victorious ones. May all beings be relieved from the torment of existence. I offer various beautiful celestial flowers that have the nature of patience to the eyes of the victorious one. May all beings be endowed with the 7 attributes for the higher realms. I offer naturally sweet-smelling scents and blended incense that has a nature of diligence to the noses of the victorious one. May all beings become free from the bonds of existence. I offer this precious, radiant, and lustrous lamp that has a nature of meditation to the hearts of the victorious ones. May all beings clear away the dense darkness of their deluded minds. I offer fragrant medicinal elixirs, saffron, and the like, which have the nature of the transcendent knowledge, to the bodies of the victorious ones. May all beings realize the inner nature of phenomena. I offer food endowed with the essence of 100 tastes, with the nature of method, to the tongues of the victorious ones. May all beings be sustained by the food of samadhi. I offer harmonious musical sounds such as those of conch shell, drum, and bell, which have the nature of power, to the ears of the victorious ones. May all beings be endowed with the awakening mind. I offer the 5 desirables that appease the senses and have the nature of prayer to the victorious one. May all beings be satisfied by untainted bliss. I offer the 8 auspicious substances, the 8 auspicious symbols, and the 7 royal attributes, which have the nature of wisdom, to the victorious ones. May all beings attain the attributes of Buddhahood. Om Sava Puja Mega Samudra Sparana Samaye all owned and unowned things in the entire infinite billion-fold universe, my own body, enjoyments, and all possessions, I offer without holding anything back to the pure land of Sukhavati. May the self-grasping of beings be thereby fully pacified. May they be endowed with the awakening mind, and may the birth in the Pure Land be unobstructed. Om Ratna Mandala Puja Mega Ahum. Realizing that my own mind is a Buddha, I pay homage on the ultimate level. Abiding within ungraspable empty awareness, everything compromised within appearance and existence is offered. Deluded perceptions of dualist grasping are confessed within the expanse of Dharmata. I rejoice within the state of the spontaneous completion of the 3 kayas. The Dharma wheel of unceasing compassion will always turn. Abide within the natural Dharmakaya that pervades all samsara and nirvana in infinite pervasiveness, where there is no reference point to of the 3 spheres. Dedication will always be taking place. 3. Ever turning the wheel of Dharma in the Pure Land, Sukhavati, you unceasingly look upon sentient beings with compassion. Homage and praise to Amitabha, who abides in equipoise follows his pledge to act for the purpose of beings, to Chandrazik Vajapani and the other bodhisattvas, and the noble assembly of arahats, and the gathering of deities abiding in Sukhavati, I humbly pay homage and offer praise with body, speech, and mind. At the heart of myself, appearing as Chandrazik on a moon disk, is a Shri, surrounded by the six-syllable mantra, circling clockwise. From it, light radiates, and a white mantra garland issues forth, emerges from my heart, and dissolves into the heart of the deity visualized in front. Thus, Amitabha's compassionate heart pledge of body, speech, and mind is invoked. From the mantra garland around the Shri at the heart of Amitabha, a red mantra garland of light emerges from his mouth, enters my mouth, and I obtain blessing and attainments. In this way, the mantra circle continuously between myself and Amitabha. The multicolored light issuing from the circling mantra garland pleases the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, purifies the 3 types of obscuration of all sentient beings in the 3 realms, and the universe and beings transform into the pure land of Sukhavati.
Amitabha, 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 Amitabha. Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha. No Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha. Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha. Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha. Amitabha, Om Amitabha, no Amitabha, Om 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 Amitabha. Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha. Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha. 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 Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha. Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha. 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 Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha. Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha. 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 Om Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha. Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha. Om Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha. Om Devasha, 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 Om Devasha, Om Devasha. Om Devasha, 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 Om Devasha. 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 Om Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha. Om Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha. Om Devasha, 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 Om Devasha. Om Devasha, Om Devasha, Om Devasha. Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. No, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. No, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. No, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. No, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. No, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. No, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. Devashi, Ame 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 Devashi. Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. Ame Devashi, 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 Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. Devashi, Ame 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 Devashi. Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. No, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. No, Ame Devashi, 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 Ame Devashi. Ame Devashi, 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 Ame Devashi. Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. No, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. No, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. Ame Devashi, 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 Ame Devashi. Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. No, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi. No, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Ame Devashi, Devashi, Ame Devashi, Om Amadeva, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadeva, Om Amadevasa, 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 Om Amadevasa. Devasa, Om Amadevasa, 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 Om Amadevasa. No Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, No Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Amadevasa, Om 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 Amadevasa. Om Amadevasa, 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 Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa. Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, No Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, No Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa. Om Amadevasa, 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 Om Devasha, 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 Om Devasha. No, I'm not the washer. Oh, 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 I'm not the washer. No, I'm a devasha. Oh, 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 I'm a devasha. I'm a devasha. Oh, I'm a devasha. Oh, I'm a devasha. Oh, I'm a devasha. Devasha, Om Amadevasha, 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 Om Amadevasha. Oh, Amadevasha, oh, Amadevasha, oh, Amadevasha. Amedevasha, 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 Amedevasha. Amedevasha, 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 Amedevasha. Amedevasha, 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 Amedevasha. Amedevasha, 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 Amedevasha. Amedevasha, 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 Amedevasha. Amedevasha, 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 Amedevasha. Amedevasha, 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 Amedevasha. Amedevasha, 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 Amada, Amedevasha, 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 Amedevasha. Amedevasha, 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 Amedevasha. Devasha, Amedevasha, 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 Amedevasha. Amedevasha, 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 Amedevasha. Amedevasha, 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 Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadeva, Om Amadevasa, 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 Om Amadevasa. Om Amadevasa, 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 Om Amadevasa. Om Amadevasa, 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 Amadevasa, Om 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 Amadevasa,
Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa,
Om Amadevasa, 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 Om Amadevasa.
Om Amidevasa, Om
Devasa, Om Amidevasa, 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 Om Amitevasa, 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 Amitevasa, Om Amitevasa, Om Amitevasa, Om Amitevasa, Om Amitevasa, Om Amitevasa, Om Amitevasa, Amitevasa, Om 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 Amitevasa,
Om Amitevasa, Amitevasa, Om Amitevasa,
Om Amitevasa, Om Amitevasa, Om Amitevasa, Om Amitevasa, Om Amitevasa, Om
Amitevasa,
Amitevasa, Om 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 Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa,
Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa,
Om Amidevasa, Om
Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa,
Om
Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa,
Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa. Om Amidevasa, 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 Om Amidevasa. No, Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, 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 Om Amidevasa,
Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om
Devasa, Om Amidevasa, 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 Om Amidevasa. No Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa. No Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa. No Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa. Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa,
Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa,
Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa,
Om Amidevasa,
Om Amidevasa,
Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa,
Om Amidevasa,
Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa,
Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa,
Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa,
Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Amitabha, 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 Amadevasa, 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 Amadevasa,
Amadevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa,
Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om
Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa, Om Amidevasa,
Om Amadevasa, 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 Devasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Amadevasa, Om 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 Amadevasa,
Om Amidevasa,
Om Amadevasa, 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 Om Amadevasa,
Om Amidevasa,
Om Amadevasa, 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 Om Amadevasa,
Amidevasa, Om
Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amadevasa, Om Amitabha Sir, 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 Amitabha Sir, Om 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 Amitabha Sir, Amitabha Sir, Om 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 Amitabha Amitabha Sir, Om 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 Amitabha, Om Amitabha Sir, 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 Om Amitabha, Om Amitabha Sir, 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 Om Amitabha Amitabha, 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 Amitabha,
Amitabha.
Amitabha, 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 Amidevasa, 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 Amideva, Amidevasa, 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 Devasa, Amidevasa, 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 Amedevasa, Om 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 Amedevasa, Amedevasa, Om 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 Amedevasa, Amedevasa, Om 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 Amedevasa, Navandayeku, Navandayelo Nabi, Navandayelo Namerajub, Gonzajige, Amedevasa, Om 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 Amedevasa, Devasa, Om Amedevasa, Om Amedevasa, Om Amedevasa, Om Amitabha Sir, 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 Om Amitabha Sir,
Om Amitabha Sir, Om
Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir,
Om
Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Om Amitabha Sir, Amitabha Sir, Om 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 Amitabha Om Amitabha Sir, 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 Amitabha, 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 达那巴贡德勒松维萨那他耶他巴甘德德罗中啊觉瓦三巴那阿巴梅涅拉多巴修唵是觉个根加贡波瓦巴梅唵个切定加些三贝咒阿个达罗拉尊在巴罗那切千日贝转转休息半个小时 ，take a break half an hour。
Yes, I heard that you finished this one.
请大家翻开利乐甘霖烟供白财神法本，我们接下来要修白财神。
We do now the Zambala. Apologize that we didn't conclude the Amitabha in English.
请大家翻到第33页，白财神招福仪轨。
Perfect compassion, verified first names not exist. Generous he called me with love, grant me the supremacy, the lotus like pure land of Vidyadhara's deathless life. If his miseries names are God, lotus born, God, you blessings, sky-faring rainbow body, in manifest joy land of perfect bliss, even the names so confused they don't exist. Vajasattva God sees me like wisdom city, in glory endowed land of perfect splendor, even names for confused pride don't exist. Ratna Sambhava bestow equanimity, wisdom in the watch and pure land of great happiness, even names for confused desire. God Amitabha bless and grant discerning wisdom CD in fulfilled activity, land of perfect Buddha deeds. There's no words for jealousy. Amokasi Dibi, stow accomplishing wisdom in the Ogni Dharma sphere, endowed with five perfections. Ignorance does not exist. Vairochana Grand Dharma, that to wisdom city, grand vital essences of the mothers and low life, eliminated Dudya, not all guilt well with darkinis, grants his emptiness mastery, fortune of profound Guru who's all phenom, now where all lineage redams dwell. Grant awakening in one life, fortune of Mamu, dry in the sphere of self-display. Dwelling dams of peace and wrath, grant supreme and common power, CD fulfilling all aims. In 24 sacred sites, garden in free sky down, Sarah's grand ripening, liberating powers, fortune of secret Mata in the Makaya's expanse, dwell the lineage lords and kin, granted lighted acts in Christus stages manta deity, in no taming to sphere, dwell Makala and chord guns and Yugati CD, fortune of enlightened acts, who Shri in Vaishyavanaza, Bird was God's Ambala, who was kindly for all beings, master of life, merit, wealth, food and fortune with your court. Don't waver from you, heart pledge. Think of us compassionate, bringing all alive for bringing fortune of cattle, fortune of feast horses, and wealth of rich granty livestock, the fortune of fertile sheep, and of herd animals, fortune of goods and those best cattle, wealth of rich planting cows, bulls, used to carry heavy loads of this good fortune bring, fortune of unlovely sick, highly priced gold and silver, fertile soil and vestiges, grains, precious gems and ornaments, food and drink of every kind, be them here as good fortune, Brahma's fortune from above, God's good spirits wealth me, dwelling God's rich gem below, three worlds, gods and humans. Reason God's good fortune, look upon body fortune, jumbling Zoli Dharma, balances fortunate, wealth drumming his longevity, his life strength and merit. Of all lands grant therefore, Indian kings religious, my Chinese kings all reaching force, Persian kings fortune and wealth, the army of King Sara, the courage of Ukaur, as good fortune bring them here, fortune of the endless sky, fortune of the stable grounds, perfect wealth, food and glow, the radiant splendor, riches, strength, armor, weapons, miracle powers, lamps to uphold the scriptures, fortune of brave and strong boys, beautiful and virtuous girls, pure springs, bliss, all of these bring them as good fortune, like sun and moon's eastern rise, eastern long life fortune, come like the swirling southern clouds, southern long life fortune, come like a shrouding mist, western long life fortune, please come here, like a river flows northern long life fortune, please come here, like rain falling from above, upper low life fortune, come like seeds, grains ripening below, lower long life fortune, come fortune of melodious praise, come like turquoise dragons, roll, fortune of fat students, line, come like dazzling star garlands, who free eastern Bajadaki, be life's fortune pacify, disease, demons, hindrances, southern Juldaki, bring resources, food and wealth, expand life, merit, riches, western lotus Daki, southern Patutamo, Samsara, Nirvana, northern action Daki, Be the lighted as annihilating dance evil. What's God with your ready? You bringing all the world's fortune, bring auspicious objects here. Bring fortunate objects here, always remain at this place and make this fortune steadfast. Potent eyes like substance, and at this place protect wealth, peace remain from unchanging. That eternal life seeding and endless treasure seeding, and wealth and merit seeding. Got to see these, let them be accomplished spontaneously. Savasidi alala. Ahum, three Kayas, Lama, deities of longevity, the kings of Odhyana, assembly of wealth gods, please bestow their four empowerments upon me and other fortunate disciples. Being bestowed with the supreme form empowerment upon my body, may I attain the indestructible Vajrabody. Being bestowed with the supreme speech empowerment upon my speech, may I attain the power of Brahma's 60 melodies. Being bestowed with the supreme mind empowerment upon my mind, may I attain power over the unborn simplicity. May I obtain the essence Kaya empowerment, the ultimate empowerment, that is the spontaneous presence of the three Kayas. May I obtain the empowerment of the Guru's three Kayas, which causes the three poisons to manifest at the three Kayas. May I obtain the empowerment of the long-life deities of the five families, which causes the five poisons to manifest as the five aspects of primordial wisdom. May I obtain the empowerment of the Dakinis of Odhyana, by which the body of deathless primordial wisdom is attained. May I obtain the empowerment of white Zambala Yabun, which effortlessly and spontaneously accomplishes ordinary and sublime cities. May I obtain the empowerment of wealth god and treasure lords, which perfects the abundance of food, wealth, and riches. May I obtain the empowerment of Mahamudra, which liberates from samsara's pain. May I obtain the empowerment of self-knowing Dharmakaya, which is a primordial purity of the delusional perception of unawareness. May I obtain the empowerment of the great completion, which is the primordial purity of all phenomena of samsara and nirvana. May I obtain the empowerment of the great middle way, which naturally liberates the four extremes of eternalism and nihilism. May I obtain the empowerment of the perfection of wisdom, which is inexpressible, being beyond words and thoughts. May I obtain the empowerment of total openness, free from fixation, which naturally liberates dualistic capacity. May I obtain the empowerment of immortal life, which is unchanging expansive awareness. May I obtain the empowerment of awakening within one lifetime, which is the endless accumulation of names. The Guru, who is the three Kayas, deities of longevity, the kings of Odhyana, assembly of wealth god, my own body, speech and mind, this life, all solid substantial matter, all these dissolve, like clouds dissolving in the sky or water pouring into water, without reference point, into the all-pervasive open space of within a state of non-distraction, rest at ease. In the unborn basic space of phenomena, let go of everything. In the state of simplicity, remain free and open, seal with steadfastness. Samaya, seal, seal, seal. tree, by this bridge of timeliness beyond the three times, may all beings be relieved from the suffering of poverty, hunger, and thirst, and may all wishes and enjoyments be fulfilled. At last, may they swiftly attain the most excellent state of the Master Padmasambhava and Amitabha in the Buddha feel great bliss and reach the crown of non-return. Now we're going to read the long Dewachen Sukhavati prayer.
Emaho, from here in the direction of the setting sun, beyond a multitude of innumerable worlds, slightly elevated, is the land of the noble beings, the perfectly pure realm of Dewachen. Although Dewachen is not visible to our water bubble-like eyes, it can clearly appear to our mind. There resides the subduer and victorious one, measureless light, who is of ruby red color and blazing radiance. He is adorned with the topknot on his head, the wheels on his feet, and so on, the 32 signs of perfection and the 80 minor marks. He has a single face, 2 arms, and the mudra of equanimity, holding an alms bowl. He wears the 3 dharma robes. In a crossed posture, he is seated on a lotus of 1,000 petals, with a moon disk from which arises a Bodhi tree that serves as his backrest. From far away, he looks at me with his eyes of compassion. On his right is the Bodhisattva eyes of compassionate wisdom, Avalokiteshvara, of white color, holding in his left hand a white lotus. On his left is the Bodhisattva of great power, Vajrapani, of blue color, holding in his left hand a lotus marked with a Vajra. Both of them extend their right hands towards us in the refuge-bestowing mudra. These 3 main deities appear like Mount Meru, the king of mountains, radiant, pouring forth splendor and illuminating. They dwell accompanied by their retinue of 1 trillion Gelong Bodhisattvas, all of them also of golden color, adorned with the marks and signs, dressed in the 3 Dharma robes of great resplendence. With a devotion that does not make any difference between near and far, I prostrate full of respect with my 3 doors. The Dharmakaya, limitless radiance, Lord of the Buddha family, emanates from his right hand light rays that become Chenrezig, 1 billion secondary emanations of the mighty Chenrezig. From his left hand, he emanates light rays that become Tara, with 1 billion secondary emanations of Tara. From his heart, light rays go out, manifesting Padmasambhava, together with 1 billion secondary emanations of Organ. I prostrate to the Dharmakaya, measureless light. With the eyes of a Buddha during all 6 periods of the day and night, he constantly regards with love all sentient beings. His enlightened mind is constantly aware of whatever thoughts or ideas arise in the mind of all sentient beings. His enlightened ear constantly hears distinctly, without confusion, whatever words are spoken by all sentient beings. I prostrate to the all-knowing, measureless light. Except for those who have rejected the Dharma or accomplished the deeds of immediate retribution, all who have faith in you and make their wishing prayers will be born in Dewachen, and their prayers will be fulfilled. It is said that in the bardo, he will come and will guide us into this land. I prostrate to the guide, measureless light. Your lifespan lasting for countless kalpas, you stay here and do not go beyond suffering. If we pray to you with one-pointed respect, it is said that except for the complete ripening of karma, the end of our life force will happen only after 100 years, and the various kinds of untimely death will be averted. I prostrate to Protector Amitabha. It is said that it is of greater merit to join the palms out of faith on hearing the name of Amitabha and about Dewachen than to fill countless 3,000-fold universes of vast extent with jewels and to offer them as gifts. For this reason, I respectfully prostrate to measureless light. Whosoever hears the name of Amitabha and develops just once a faith which comes from the depth of his heart and bones and is not empty talk will never lose the path to enlightenment. I prostrate to the Protector, measureless light. From the time of hearing the name of Buddha, measureless light, until obtaining Buddhahood, I will not be born in an inferior body, but take birth in a good family and have a pure conduct in all lives to come. I prostrate to measureless light, gone to bliss. My body and all my possessions, together with my roots of virtue, whatever offerings that are actually present or emanated by mind, including the auspicious substances, the 8 auspicious signs, the 7 precious items, whatever offerings exist since all times, billions of 3,000-fold universes with their 4 continents, the central mountain, the sun, and the moon together, with all the wealth of gods, nagas, and humans, I take them up in my mind and offer them to Amitabha. By the force of your compassion, accept these for my own benefit. I lay open and confess all the non-virtuous deeds which have been committed from beginningless time until now by myself, by all sentient beings, headed by my father and mother. I lay open and confess the 3 unwholesome acts of the body: killing, taking what is not given, and impure conduct. I lay open and confess the 4 unwholesome acts of the speech: lying, slandering, rough speech, and gossip. I lay open and confess the 3 unwholesome acts of mind: covetousness, malice, and wrong views. I lay open and confess the 5 deeds of immediate retribution which we accumulated: killing our father, our mother, our teacher, or an arhat, and intending to cause harm to the body of the victorious one. I lay open and confess the evil deeds similar to the deeds of immediate retribution: killing a gelong or getsul, making a nun fall, destroying a statue, stupa, or temple, and so on. I lay open and confess the evil acts of abandoning the Dharma, like abandoning the 3 supports, etc., the jewels, the temple, and the supreme speech. I lay open and confess all of these accumulated very negative, useless actions like abusing bodhisattvas, which is of greater evil than to kill the sentient beings of the 3 realms. Compared to the 5 crimes of immediate retribution, it is more negative not to believe in the benefits of virtuous deeds and the difficulties resulting from non-virtue, and to think that this is not true and simply a pedagogical device. And this, although we received explanations on the duration and extent of suffering in the hell realms and so on, I lay open and confess this negative karma that makes liberation impossible. I lay open and confess all breakage and damages of the discipline of individual liberation, including the 5 categories of faults: the 4 root downfalls, the 13 with the remainder, the transgressions, the downfalls, the individually confessed damages, and the faults. I lay open and confess all the transgressions concerning the bodhisattva training, the 4 negative actions, 5 and 8 downfalls. I lay open and confess the samaya damages of the secret mantra, the 14 root downfalls, and the transgressions of the 8 secondary vows. I lay open and confess all harmful deeds which I did not understand to be harmful, the non-virtuous deeds that I have committed due to not requesting vows, and all evil deeds of which I was not aware of as actually being harmful, like impure sexual misconduct, drinking alcohol, and so on. I lay open and confess the serious transgressions and downfalls due to receiving refuge vows, initiations, and so on, but not knowing to keep the respective vows and commitments. Since the confession will not purify if there is no regret, I confess with great remorse, with shame, and with despair at my previous harmful deeds, as if poison had attained the depth of my being. Since there will be no purification if I am not keeping to my vows from now on, I promise in my mind from today onwards never to commit non-virtuous activity, even at the cost of my life. Please, Sugata, measureless light, and your heirs grant your blessing so that my stream of being may be completely purified. When I hear about others who have accomplished wholesome acts, I abandon all unwholesome thoughts of jealousy and rejoice in their deeds with heartfelt joy, which is said to make us obtain a merit equal to theirs. For this reason, I rejoice in whatever virtuous deeds are accomplished by realized and ordinary beings. I also rejoice in the vast activity accomplished for the benefit of beings, due to developing the mind of supreme, unsurpassable enlightenment. I rejoice in giving up the 10 unwholesome and performing the 10 wholesome acts, to protect the life of others, to give offerings, to keep one's vows, to speak the truth, to reconcile adversaries, to speak peacefully, gently, and sincerely, and to engage in conversations which are meaningful, to have little desire, to cultivate love and compassion, and to practice the Dharma. In all these virtuous acts I rejoice. I exhort all those perfect Buddhas who dwell in all the myriad worlds of the 10 directions to quickly and extensively turn the wheel of Dharma without waiting any longer. Please be aware of this request with your clairvoyant mind. I supplicate all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, holders of the teaching, and the spiritual friends who intend to go beyond suffering to remain and not pass into nirvana. As it was shown, I dedicate all my virtuous acts of the 3 times for the benefit of all sentient beings. May all of us quickly obtain unsurpassable enlightenment and stir the 3 realms of samsara from their depth. May these virtuous deeds quickly ripen for me and pacify the 18 causes of untimely death in this life. May I be endowed with the physical strength of a healthy adolescent in full bloom. May my material wealth never decline, but increase as the river Ganges in the monsoon. May I practice the noble Dharma without danger through demons or enemies. May all my wishes be fulfilled in accordance with the Dharma. May I be of great benefit for the teaching and for beings. May I accomplish the true meaning of this human existence. At the very moment when I and all those who have a connection with me pass beyond this life, may the emanation of Buddha Amitabha, surrounded by his retinue of Sangha of monks, actually come to meet us. On seeing him, may our mind be happy and joyful, and may there be no more suffering of death. May by the force of their miraculous powers the 8 Bodhisattva brothers appear in the sky and guide us, indicating the path to Dewachen. The suffering in the lower realms is unbearable, and the joy and well-being of gods and humans is impermanent. Understanding this, may I develop a fearful mind and develop disgust with samsara that had to be endured from beginningless time until now. Even those who go from one supreme human life to another experience countless times birth, old age, illness, and death. In these difficult, degenerate times, when there are many obstacles and the well-being and happiness of humans and gods are similar to food mixed with poison, may I have not even a hair tip of attachment. May I be free of even the slightest attachment to relatives, food, wealth, and companions, which are impermanent and illusory like a dream. May I understand the countries, places, and lodgings to have no real existence, just like the places and houses in my dreams. Like a criminal liberated from prison, may I, without ever looking back, escape from this ocean of samsara that knows no freedom to the pure realm of Dewachen. Having cut all lengths of attachment and desire, may I fly off in space, just like a vulture freed from a net, and instantly reach Dewachen, traveling beyond the countless universes in the western direction. May I see the face of Buddha, measureless light, who is actually dwelling there, and purify all my veils. May I take the superior of the 4 kinds of birth and be miraculously born from the heart of a lotus flower. Obtaining in one instant the complete perfect body, may I receive a body endowed with all the marks and the signs. If I doubt and hesitate to be born there, the blossom of the flower will not open for 500 years, but inside of it I will be happy and content with all enjoyments. Even though I will hear the word of the Buddha, may this fault of delayed meeting with the Buddha's face not happen to me. May the flower open as soon as I am born, so that I may see the face of Amitabha. By the force of my merit and magical powers, may inconceivable clouds of offerings emanate from the palms of my hands as offerings to the Buddha and his retinue. May at that moment the Tathagata stretch out his right hand, place it on my head, and may I obtain his prophecy of enlightenment. Having listened to the Dharma, which is profound and vast, may my mind ripen and be liberated. Chenrezig and Vajrapani, being the principal bodhisattvas, may I be blessed and guided by these 2. Almost every day, countless Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions come to make offerings and see Amitabha in this land. At that time, may I pay homage to all of them and obtain the nectar of the Dharma. Through my limitless magical powers, may I go in the morning towards the realm of true happiness, to the glorious land, to the land's supreme activity and dense array. May I request initiations, blessings, and vows of the Buddhas Akshobhya, Ratnasambhava, Amoghasiddhi, Vairocana, etc. Make many offerings, and in the evening, without any effort, return to Dewachen itself. There are a billion realms of pure emanations, such as the lands of Potala, Alakavita, Kaurava, and the land of Urgan with a billion Chenrezig, Tara, Vajrapani, and Padmasambhava. May I encounter them and make oceans of offerings, request initiations, and profound pith instructions, and quickly return without any obstacle to my place in Dewachen. May I clearly see with my divine eye all the close friends, monks, and students, and so on, and may I be able to guard and protect them, bestow blessings, and at the time of their death guide them to this land. This fortunate eon that lasts 1 eon equals only a single day in Dewachen. May I live countless Dewachen eons without ever dying and continuously remain in this land. From Maitreya to Mopa, the final one, may I see all the Buddhas of the fortunate eon when they appear in this world. With my magical powers, may I go to meet these Buddhas and make offerings to them, and listen to the noble Dharma, and then again, without any obstacles, return to the Pure Land of Dewachen. Dewachen unites the totality of the qualities of the Buddha realms of 81 billion trillion Buddhas. May I be reborn in this land of Dewachen, outstandingly supreme among all pure lands. The ground of which is made of jewels, is as smooth as the palm of a hand and vast, spacious and radiant, blazing with light rays. When it is pressed down, it gives way, and on lifting up, it rebounds. May I be reborn in this joyful, pleasant land of happiness. There are wish-fulfilling trees made of many jewels with leaves of fine silk and fruits ornamented with jewels. On them gather flocks of emanation birds, which chant in very agreeable ways, proclaiming the sounds of the profound and vast Dharma. May I be reborn in this land of great wonders. The many rivers are perfumed water with 8 qualities, and the water in the bathing ponds is of nectar. They are surrounded by stairs and cornices made of the 7 kinds of jewels, and display fragrant lotus flowers bearing fruit and emanating countless rays of lotus light. The tips of the light rays are adorned with emanated Buddhas. May I be reborn in this land of greatest marvel. May I be born in this land of great joy, where even the words 8 unfitting conditions or hell are unheard of, and where never any suffering is known. Neither are the 5 or 3 emotions that are like poisons, nor sickness, mental illness, enemies, poverty, quarrels, and so on. May I be born in this land of limitless qualities where there is no men or women or beings born from a womb, since all are noble beings born from within lotus flowers. Here, all bodies are without any difference of golden color, endowed with the marks and signs like the top knot on their head, and so on, possessing all 5 special powers and the 5 eyes. Whatever I desire and think of, palaces made of a variety of jewels, and all enjoyments arise by themselves. No effort is necessary. All needs are spontaneously fulfilled. There is no distinction between you and me, no clinging to a self. All my wishes manifest as offering clouds arising from the palm of my hand, and everyone practices the Dharma of the unsurpassable great vehicle. May I be born in this realm, source of all bliss and happiness. A fragrant breeze brings great showers of flowers, and from the trees and rivers, lotus flowers, arise heaps of clouds with all sorts of enjoyments, agreeable shapes, sounds, smells, tastes, and touches. There are no women, but an abundance of emanated goddesses. May these many offering goddesses continuously present offerings. At the time when I wish to rest, jeweled palaces appear, and when I wish to sleep, beautiful thrones arise, covered with many pillows and cushions of fine silk, together with birds, wish-fulfilling trees, rivers, music, and so on. When I wish to listen to them, they emanate the pleasant sound of Dharma. When I do not want, no sound is heard. Also, the ponds and rivers are exactly as I wish, cold or warm, just as it is pleasing to me. May I be born in this land where all wishes are fulfilled. The perfect Buddha, measureless light, will remain in this land for countless eons, without going into nirvana. May I act as his servant for all this time, until his passing into peace after 2 times the number of eons as there are sand particles in the Ganges. His teaching will remain. At that time, may I not be separated from his regent, Chenrezig, and uphold the noble Dharma. When at dusk the sun of the Dharma is setting, the very next morning Chenrezig will be a perfect Buddha. He will be the king whose light rays manifest the accumulated splendor of all noble ones. When this happens, may I see his face, make offerings, and listen to the noble Dharma. During the 66 trillion million eons that he will live, may I continuously be his servant, worship him, and uphold the noble Dharma without ever forgetting to remember his words. After he passed into nirvana, his teaching will remain 3 times 600 billion million eons. May I uphold the Dharma during all this time and never be separated from Vajrapani. When Vajrapani becomes the Buddha, completely reliable Tathagata, king of abundant jewel-like qualities, with a lifespan and teaching just as those of Chenrezig, may we continuously be the servants of this Buddha as well, present our offerings and uphold all the noble Dharma. When my life is over, may I instantly obtain unsurpassable perfect Buddhahood, in this or one of the other pure realms. Having obtained perfect Buddhahood, may all beings, just as with Amitabha, be ripened and liberated by simply hearing my name, and may there arise through countless emanations that guide sentient beings, and through other means, spontaneously and without effort, a limitless benefit for beings. The Buddha's lifespan, his merit, his qualities, and his pristine awareness, as well as his splendor, are beyond measure, and it is said that someone who remembers your name, be it Dharmakaya, limitless radiance, measureless light, Amitabha, or Bhagavan of immeasurable life and primordial wisdom, Amitabha, will be protected against all dangers through fire, water, poisons, weapons, evildoers, demons, and so on, with the only exception of the full ripening of previous karma. By remembering your name and prostrating, please protect us all from dangers and sufferings, and grant your blessing of excellent auspiciousness. Through the blessing of having mastered the 3 bodies of the Buddha, through the blessing of the truth of the unchanging Dharmata, and through the blessing of the undivided aspiration of the Sangha, may all of my prayers be accomplished just as it is wished. I prostrate to the 3 jewels, Tayata, Penza, Driva, Awa, Bodhanaye, Swaha. I prostrate to the 3 jewels, Namo, Manjushriye, Namo Shushriye, Namo Uttama Shriye, Swaha.
Ram Zang Ren Chen Na Tso Ye Kang Chin Do Lium Jo Ye La Chen Ba Jo Zo Zhe Me Ge Gun De Lun Jie Ge Nga Chu Me Jia Da De Chen Ba Kang Lun Chen Chen La Ben Tan Nan Jo Tam Che La Me Nen Do De Jie Gun Jo Xian De Jie Wa Shuo Che Jian Long Ge Me Do Cha Jie Shenga Cholong Pe Mo Tam Jel Ye Do Wa Zuk Da Te Ru Re Nong Jun Tu Pe Chin Po Da Du Chu Pe Me Me Je Tu Pe La Mo Chubel Hamo to Metal Don Chu Do Ban to Seren Chen Jayeka Nyawan to Seren Chen Tezang Tabzot Me Maten Nidon Satan Chen to Lord To Ban to Sen Him Be to Dado Mando Senana Vodo Meda to Zetembo Cholon Tenan Todanga Kapata Menyange Mandazo Kise Te Shande Sebasha Nanje Opa Mebeshiva Kapa Kanga Longa Semanye Nitse Pato Timba Nebete Jatsa Jineze Damenda Shente Yola Tamchen Zemba Sula Tamchen Betore La Jine Zedeng Ba Sanjena Sanje Obze Kunle Papa Ye Pate Jabo Shida Jube Shatan Dumden Jatan Tuzetin Tadena Bamcha Dukja Sadu Jube Tadu Shanten Yinko Zibat Medje Zoje Tam Chen Zemba Sho Nyangin Dene Teye Tembane Karpa Toso Tudan Sewa Cha Bamcha Se Nete Chin Tuji Dode Tada Mandasha Tenen Tuji Dode Sanjene Tezi Shipa Rabda Temban Yonten Norva Tsepe Japonjo Kutse Timba Chine Zedan Sanje Te Tadu Shanten Sen Chuben Chuje Tamsu Kunzen Tene Dake Shinde Jimata Shenkam Tian Takbe Shinjen Name Zoba Sanje Toba Sho Zo Sanje Tsepa Meba Chintu Tanjen Do Kumen Jen Do Chuba Tamen Do Anden Basho Beme Londo Do Do Ba Me Sho Tibji Shiba Tsedang Shenkam Yonten Yesi Zikye Cheme Ba Chukuna Taye Ba Me Tsedang Yishi Ba Me Chomden De Ka Ye Chi Jen Tsen San Munjele Chenam Hema Tobo Me Chutun Jen Jen Tsen Bos Jepa Kunle Chupa Tebe Sa Dane Chi Jen Tsen San Jetan Dong Ha Kunle Jabdo So Cha Shin Pu Song Cho Ba Sin Jen Sanje Kusun Yin Be Sen La Da Chen Yin Man Jo Jin Be Sen La Gende Me Sen De Be Sen La Chetar Mula Ta Jin De Ba Na Jin De Ba Yo Kun Cho Sum La San Cha Lo Te Ya Da Pen Zhe Jaya Awa Bodha Na Ye So Wa Kun Cho Sum La San Cha Lo Namo Men Zhe Shi Re Namo Se Shi Re Namo Dhamma Shi Re So Wa
We go to long life prayers in the yellow prayer book on page 20. As far as I know. No. What we do? No, they don't do that.
32页的后面，32页的后面就是节行。
Karada Korva Shenkam So Pandan Deva Malu Jungwene Shene Zewa Senja
Okay, the Chan music. Sorry. Yeah. Page 21.
So
Holder of the teachings of Lord Digungpa, great sovereignty of the three jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the holy Dharma's peaceful light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. Now they read the long life of Gachan Rinpoche, and I don't think you have it online. Om Swasti, unchanging great bliss, Dhammakaya, unceasing manifold creativity, Sambhogakaya, dance of compassion without object, Nimanakaya, protector, in the nature of the indivisible, Srikayas protect us, white as the outer moon, replete with its 16 parts, the protectress from the 8 fears, mother of the 3 times victors, sits in the center of a white lotus holding an Anpala, wish-granting chakra, bestowing mortal life. The one known in the holy line as Aradeva emanated in the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Jontikpa, the hard son of Jin Sungun, made the life of glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 eons. The full moon, ornament of the three jewels teachings, is exalted above the crevices of the eastern mountains, yet its cool rays nurture the white lilies or the laurel slopes. May Garchen, the moon that benefits others, live long. Casting to the wind all concern for food, clothing, and fame, he is girded with the armor of wisdom, morality, and a good heart. As firm in the 3 samadhis as the ocean is deep, may Garchen, lamp flame of definitive meaning, live long. In this age of strife, when the victor's teaching faces hardship, through his powerful Vajra-like conduct, he takes on himself the heavy responsibility of the unbiased teaching. May Garchen, the son of the teaching, live long. There is no chance for demonic obstacles to affect the 3 secrets of the Lama who possesses blessings, yet in accord with the principle of auspicious interdependence, this granting supplication is wonderful. Through the compassionate truth and power of the 3 jewels and 3 roots, and through the might of Mahakala and Chokidrama, may these words of benediction made with pure heart be accordingly and spontaneously accomplished without hindrance.
Mahakala chuje drumentu dagetan mubeten zeke jebjen kemelen jendra parzu.
26. May the teaching of the great Digungpa Ratna Shri, Master of Interdependence, Omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all things, be upheld through teachings and practice, through hearing, reflecting, and meditating until the end of existence. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 wheel-turning keys. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon. May your love the boundless lake space. I supplicate the Bodhisattva Chenrezig.
不知道怎么讲，就是跟大家说一声抱歉，刚刚大家成功被我带偏了。对，还好最后有救回来。